At age 81, Joe Biden is the oldest sitting president in American history. And Biden has addressed this fact in two different ways. He has adopted a sort of youthful anti-hero alter ego, Dark Brandon. That started as a meme on the far right, Biden with those red laser eyes. But the president has come to embrace it.
U.S. President Joe Biden is showing signs of progressive age-related dementia. On February 8th, Biden confused former German Chancellor Angela Merkel, claiming a conversation with the late German Prime Minister Helmut Kohl. He forgot the date of his son's death. This already looks like something strange. Biden is swamped for a second term, and how he will fulfill his duties remains in question. So the other day, classified documents were found in his house, but he excused himself as best he could and tried to put the blame on Trump. Let's get to the bottom of what happened.
Going back more than 40 years, even into the 1970s when I was still a new United States Senator. The special counsel acknowledged I cooperated completely. I did not throw up any roadblocks. I sought no delays. In fact, I was so determined to give the special counsel what he needed, I went forward with a 5-hour in-person interview over 2 days on October the 8th and 9th of last year, even though Israel had just been attacked by Hamas on the 7th and I was very occupied. It was in the middle of handling an international crisis. I was especially pleased to see special counsel make clear the stark distinction and difference between this case and Mr. Trump's case.
He's constantly busy and claims it's pure coincidence and slander. You know what it looks like from the outside? A kid trying to justify why he took the candy. He's also got even more interesting joints behind him. They were discussing the events of February 6, 2021, when supporters of former U.S. President Donald Trump stormed the Capitol. However, the American leader mixed up the identities of the German chancellors. And now he's trying to argue that these are different cases compared to Trump, and that Trump could have gotten those documents back. What nonsense.
In contrast, we went on to say Mr. Biden turned in classified documents to the National Archives and the Department of Justice, consented to the search of multiple locations, including his home, sat for a voluntary interview, and in other ways cooperated with the investigation, end of quote. I've seen the headlines since the report was released about my willful retention of documents. These assertions are not only misleading, they're just plain wrong. On page 215, if you had a chance, I know it's a thick document. On page 215, the report of the special counsel found the exact opposite. Here's what he wrote. There is, in fact, a shortage of evidence that I willfully retained classified materials related to Afghanistan.
You know, the cheap attempt to justify your actions looks really pathetic. It's not that I'm against it. He's just making excuses, trying to prove that he consented to all the searches when Trump didn't. Trump just had the Secret Service break in and search his house without any authorization. Isn't that weird to you? Why don't they just break into Biden's house and search him when he's not ready? I think there'd be a lot of interesting stuff there.
Well, thank you, and I'll take some questions.
President Biden, something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because, in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president, and I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's totally
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak. That's
Do you feel your memory has gotten worse, Mr. President?
My memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory, take a look at what I've done since I've become president.
It's normal for anyone to occasionally mix up words and make speech errors. However, in Joe Biden's case, the memory lapses and slowed speech are progressing so quickly that they are causing significant concern. The president recorded an urgent address to the nation, during which he stated that his memory was fine. He tried his best to squirm away, but apparently he was not very good at it. Voters reacted very strongly, and the votes in favor of Trump soared. Just take a look at this. He's losing by almost half, and it's terrible for him. How do you feel about that? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.